Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Here's Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the... memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Ready, set, check three. Zip it.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
3. Mike 1. Go. 26.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check safety.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tighten down. There you go. Bang, bang. Up. Bang, bang. Check your hot read.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 25. Tight dog. Wide, get wide.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
For Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34.
Oh, yeah. And here we go. Again. Check 52. Check. A little flare. Flare. Pick the edge. Come. Check her out.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here we go. Mike the Flag. Coming. Harper. Kill.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
You got nothing.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Tighten up. Watch it.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
Where's the set? At 24, 19. Check, 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 check. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Set, 19. Switch, switch, switch.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now it's Hines. And he's got some space here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Nyheim Hines, 70 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This will be taken short. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have pure
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Will Harris. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
He's coming, double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 49.
This is Hines. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Desmond King making the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
What is that? 19! 29! Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam, slam, slam. And a run.
They run with Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Switch it.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
That's it, baby. We got one.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Watch the safety creep. Alert, alert. Hey, 29. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mike 29. I don't think you can score. 29. 29 is Mike. Mike 29.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Zach Ertz, 50 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Let's go, fellas.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Shift. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Switch off.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And that's complete to Adams. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 31, check 31.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Nyheim Hines saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Oh, you got deep? Check 50. Check 50.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Alert, alert! Go! Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Check, check. Down the road.
On 1st and 10, Watson steps away, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
36. Shot. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Push him back. Push him back. Watch 20. 59. 55. Come watch the whip. 36. 36. Kill. Check 43.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch the curl. Under 10. 10. Hey, 31. 6 to 6. Bullet. Half. Check 9.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pound.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 34 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. A carry here for the big tight end. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mike 29. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On the ground with a tight end. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 36. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now Watson. Buying time to his left. Looking deep for, and this is taken in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
42. Buccaneers, nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check your hot read. They're going
to go with a tight end here on the running play. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. 6 yards. You remember me? You remember me? Hopper.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hey, let's get there. Check. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Hayward. Come.
One last shot for Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.